We're talking more about this shit? About the death? The death already, it's post-mortem. The death of the American experiment, it's dead. We're talking more about it. We're on the Daily Wire. We're post-death throes, too. We're post-death throes. Those already happened. She cried out. America cried out. We didn't do anything about it. The fuck? But here we are, the Daily Wire. And we have got one of the most amazing. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say, I'm sorry, this is sexist as shit. Again, rest in peace, Ayn Rand. I'm sorry, I don't mean to objectify women like this. Rest in peace. Candace Owens. Oh, come on. Candace Owens, Jesus Christ. Conservative women, man. What is it? What is it? How's that happen? Megyn Kelly. Oh, god damn. Jesus Christ. Kidding me? Who's that other one? Who's the other one? Tommy Lauren? Whew. No, there's another one. She was on. It wasn't Tommy Lauren. Who's the other one? She's blonde. She was on Theo Von's show. Talking about some nonsense. Who was that? Who the fuck was she? Blonde? She's... Oh my god. Oh my god. Ben! I'm talking! Why you gotta pop up like that? Jesus Christ. Who was I talking about? I can't remember her name. She's amazing. She is gorgeous. Candace Owens is gorgeous. GoFundMe suspends. I'm not detracting from your message, Candace Owens. I'm not detracting. I know that just detracted from it. I just detracted the shit out of it. But I'm not detracted from your message. Just because you're beautiful, okay? I'm not doing that. GoFundMe suspends Candace Owens' fundraiser after she criticized George Floyd. Owens, what does she have to say about blatant discrimination? Oh, shit. Ah, shit. This is a fight. Hold on. Oh, my God. GoFundMe is suspended a fundraiser for a cafe in Birmingham, Alabama, set up by African Americans. I hate that fucking for African Americans. She's black. She's black. Conservative commentator Candace Owens, after she posted a viral video declaring that she does not support George Floyd and the media depiction of him as a martyr for black America. Ball mic drop. Holy fuck. You said that shit right now, Candace Owens? You said that? You really said that? Oh my god. You actually said that to somebody else? You didn't just like say that alone? In front of a mirror? Some nice like lingerie or some shit? Oh, hold on. What the fuck am I saying? Okay. So you actually said that though to America right now. To this America. Not like 10 years ago America. You said this to this America. Are you serious? Holy shit. The fundraising platform says it's suspended the account because of Owens' alleged repeated pattern of inflammatory statements that spread hate, discrimination, intolerance, falsehoods against the black community at a time of profound national crisis. Okay, let's break this down. Let's break this down. So her statement, George Floyd and the media depiction of him as a martyr for black America, she doesn't support it. She said, think that's wrong. All right, let's see if that's hateful. Nope, that's definitely not hateful. It's not even close to hateful. What do you say? She didn't... How's that hateful? She stated the fact. What do you... I mean, it's her opinion for one, but I mean, it's also a fact that it's absolutely ridiculous that he's martyred, given the person and the circumstances that it's martyrdom and what's really going on in the country. I mean, that's a martyr. It's pretty ridiculous. But you know what? Well, okay, let's check the discriminate. What's discriminatory? What's discriminatory about that? That's one guy. Just because he's black? Is that why? That's one guy. She can't have an opinion on the character of this one guy? Did she say that George Floyd is representative, his bad character is representative of all black Americans? Is that what she said? I didn't see that part. Intolerance? What's she not tolerating? What's she not tolerating? Dumbass fucking ideas? Is that what she's not tolerating? Is that what you're telling me? There's a problem with that? She doesn't tolerate dumbass fucking ideas? The fuck are you talking about? Falsehood, definitely not a falsehood. Holy shit, that's the one that's way I mean, all the other ones were zero, but this one is even further than zero. I don't know how distances work, but fucking shit, that is way off. Falsehoods? For one, it's an opinion, but second, it's not even close to kind of false. It's ridiculous that he's a martyr. It's ridiculous. It's absolute insanity. It's nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. That's why it's nonsense. It doesn't have any sense. He's a martyr? He's a martyr. Okay, I mean, so there's this story, right? Okay. He's got a bunch of kids. I mean, he's a porn actor. I don't begrudge him that. That's fine. I mean, I've done a little work in that area. I've done a little work in that area. What, I think I'm not showing my face right now. So I don't begrudge him that. That's fine. That doesn't have any impact one way or the other. You just do what you do. And if there's a camera there, there's a camera there. But he's got a bunch of kids. One kid, I saw the story. He said, you know what? He left when I was like 5, and I never saw him again. I mean, he's acting out the fucking stereotype. George Floyd's acting out the fucking stereotype. That not bad enough for you? I mean, people make mistakes. People abandon kids sometimes. That happens. It happens. Sometimes you just gotta give him a pass, right? What else? Did he do anything else? He's druggy. He's on drugs. He's on drugs that day. Taking a bunch of drugs. Fentanyl. I mean, that's not great, being on drugs. With a history of drug use. That's not great. Is that who you want to be, a martyr? So St. Paul, Paul, if he was a druggie and abandoned all his kids, you'd still want him to be sainted? You'd still want to give him sainthood? I don't know. I don't know how you deal with this kind of thing. I don't know what you think about this kind of thing. I don't see it. I think that's edging. That's edging away from sainthood and calling somebody a martyr. That's edging away from it. Maybe there's something else. No, I think that's pretty much it. Oh wait, fucking hell! He was armed robbery. Yeah, he did a bid for armed robbery. During the armed robbery, he held a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach. Is this really? If Paul, can you imagine Paul? Paul kicks a door down. He's like, "You ordered Jesus, motherfucker!" He kicks the door down. He's got the gun. He's got like Matthew and Mark are ransacking the place. Matthew and Mark ransacking the place. John's watching the entrance. And Paul walks up to this pregnant woman. He's like, "Listen up, bitch. I need to know where the shit's at." Think Paul would do that? Is that a saint? Is that a martyr? You're not going to tell me where the shit's at? Alright, you know what? Points the gun at her fucking stomach. You're pregnant, right? What is it? What's the gender? What's the gender, bitch? Is it non-binary? I'm gonna make it binary right now. Cut that motherfucker in half. I'm just saying, would Paul do this shit? How many of the saints you think would do that kind of shit? Is it justified? Is she justified? Like Timothy Oliphant? Elephant? How do you say his fucking name? Timothy Oliphant? Is that justified? To be suspicious of martyrdom for a person like that? I think it's justified. I think it's alright. I think she's got a point. People didn't like hearing that shit. You know who has a character that I don't know of any reason to reproach this motherfucker? Who died because of this shit? You know who has a good character? You know who's heroic? You know who deserves the sainthood? You know who deserves to be a martyr? You know who should mean something to everybody in this fucking country? You know who should mean something? David Dorn. That's who should mean something. It should mean something to the black community. It should mean something to the white community. Fucking Asians, Puerto Ricans. It should mean something to everybody. That motherfucker. I swear to fucking Christ. That motherfucker. He was out there. He served his fucking country. He served his fucking community for years. Retired. He put in his work. He came out, tried to help a friend whose store was going to get looted. He gets killed. Shot in the fucking chest. David Dorn. Remember the name. David Dorn. People whining. Because the beautiful, the incredible, let's look at her again. The beautiful, the incredible Candace Owens. People whining because she doesn't buy into this nonsense, buy into this fucking bullshit. The Owens GoFundMe conflict began with the leak of a private text from one of the owners of Parkside Cafe to two managers Friday, which described George Floyd, the 46-year-old African-American man who died while a Minneapolis police officer kneeled on his neck, sparking a wave of protests and riots, as a thug, and protesters as idiots. He was. They are. We should go up $1 or $2 on everything until June 10th. Call it a protest tax because all the idiots that went on to the protests are responsible for us not being able to open normal hours. Any employees that went or are still going should resign. Mr. Floyd was a thug, didn't deserve to die, but honoring a thug. Holy shit, that's exactly the right position. That text, that's exactly the right position. Are you fucking serious? He didn't deserve to die. 100% did not deserve to die by any stretch of the imagination. Idiot, fucking untrained, piece of shit, possibly racist, who the fuck knows cop. Does some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. With no respect for life, no respect for any person ever. He looks like a fucking human snake. Like, literally. I'm not, like, this isn't me fucking joking or trying to make some kind of a little statement here. He looked like a human fucking snake. Like if a snake was pretending to be fucking human, just put on some makeup or some shit. That's what he fucking looked like. That piece of shit, yeah. He didn't deserve to die. George Floyd didn't deserve to die. He should still be alive and likely in prison right now. Because he was a shitty person. But he didn't deserve to die. So even in this person, this vilified person in this situation, the store owner, this vilified fucking person, still able to say, but honoring a thug is irresponsible. It is. Hey kids, do you like violence? Want to see if you stick 9-inch nails to each one of my eyelids? Yeah, copy me. Do exactly like I did. Try fentanyl. And get fucked up worse than his life is? Are you fucking serious? This is the guy? The owner later cited Owens' viral video highlighting Floyd's criminal record as part of the reason he concluded Floyd was a thug. In the video, Owens criticized the African-American community for demanding support and justice for the people in our community that are up to no good. The cafe apologized for sentiments expressed in the private text. What motherfucker leaked that private text? What a piece of shit. But that did not quell the mounting outrage. Outraged? Come on, Daily Wire, come on, man. I know you can fucking hire an editor. Who wrote this? Who wrote this shit? I know you've got an editor. James Barrett. You've got a cool ass name, James Barrett. But still, mounting outrage directed against the cafe. In response, Owens created a GoFundMe on Saturday for Parkside titled "Mob Rule Has No Place in America." This is the Parkside Cafe. I don't even want to do her voice. Like, I can't do it justice. She's beautiful and melodic and amazing. So this is the Parkside. So I'm just saying it. I'm going to do a little bit of a voice, but this isn't her voice. This isn't meant to take away from that. This is the Parkside Cafe, a restaurant and bar in Birmingham, Alabama that is operated by a man named Michael Dykes. This week, Michael Dykes watched my video, which garnered 100 million views in 42 hours. Fuck! Are you serious? Are you serious, Candace? God damn. God damn. Whew. Whew. I am, Jesus Christ, if I ever meet you in real life, I'm gonna faint if I ever meet you in real life. Holy shit, I've never fainted in my life. What am I saying? Are you fucking kidding me? So I'm not gonna faint. I'll be impressed, alright? 100 million views in 42 hours, plus you're just fucking drop dead gorgeous. Yeah, it's gonna do something to me. But I'm not gonna faint. About the irresponsibility of the George Floyd protests and riots, Michael agreed with me in frustration, wrote a private text to one of his colleagues about how destructive the protests were and how they are placing further burden on small business owners who are struggling to stay alive after the coronavirus lockdowns, and now cannot open because of the riots. Michael also agreed with my sentiment that George Floyd did not deserve to die, but also that he had a criminal record that was not worthy of heroic characterizations the media is spinning today. Perfect! Perfect! An employee of his decided to leak these private texts, quit her job, and has now encouraged a mob of people to boycott the Parkside Cafe. Local media is adding further fuel to the condemnation. Abby. No, she meant Abby. Don't put a stick there. Fuck you, Daily Wire. What are you doing? She meant Abby. It's the new modern way to say bye. So just knock it off. Remember Outraged? Remember that? Just get your editor to take care of your own shit. demanding he answer for his private text message exchange. I'm sick of the mob ruining people's lives. People are allowed to have different opinions. That's right. The left specializes in mobs of hate and destruction. Let's create a reciprocal movement of patriot love and support the Parkside Cafe. And so what happens? What do they do? That's not good enough, right? As reported by AL.com, within an hour, Owens' campaign raised about $80,000, raised a total of $200,000 before GoFundMe shut it down. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. About 6,000 donors had contributed to the campaign as of 8 p.m. on Saturday, and more than 85,000 shares and a plethora of comments. The outlet notes. 85,000 shares. $200,000 for this place. The fundraising platform provided the following statement on why it spent the campaign. GoFundMe has spent the account associated with Candace Owens and the GoFundMe campaign has been removed because of a repeated pattern of inflammatory statements, spread hate, discrimination, and followers. And follow to get the black community and time for national grudge. We need the virtue signal. We need the virtue signal. Let us virtue signal. So don't come burn our places down. These actions violate our terms of service. Fuck you. Furthermore, the Parkside Cafe has clearly condemned the comments that initially led. It clearly condemned the incredibly accurate comments and doesn't allow the wrong opinion. The opinion that goes against the mob. Oh, fuck you. While GoFundMe canceled the campaign, it has agreed to give the money already donated by the thousands to the supporters of the sports. Good. At least that. Owens took to Twitter on Sunday to call out GoFundMe for targeting the campaign. After raising $200,000 in a few hours, GoFundMe decided to halt. So you added that, Daily Wire. What did she put in there? It was probably perfect. You just knock it off, Daily Wire. Decided to halt my campaign for the Parkside Cafe in Alabama. At their discretion, they deemed that the funds raised for a conservative business constitutes intolerance. They will, however, give the funds raised thus far to the cafe. While I'm glad they give the funds raised this far to the cafe, to the owner, I'm angry that such a blatant form of discrimination is acceptable by GoFundMe. There was nothing intolerant or violent about raising funds to help a conservative business owner. Right, in a follow-up post, Owens said GoFundMe's actions follow a pattern of social media platforms targeting conservatives. So fucking true, holy shit. Once again, conservatives and Trump supporters need to adapt to a world that tells us that our very existence is unacceptable, she wrote. Notice I read that word wrong. She didn't write it wrong, I read it wrong. She's perfect. That our ideas, thoughts, and now even our charitable efforts are unacceptable. That threatening, boycotting, and canceling us is okay. These motherfuckers. Alright, so this is all the same shit. Yeah, it's all what I just read. I know. Adapt to a fucking weird fucking clown world. It's the fallen world. Fallen state, Jesse Lee Peterson. The article has been revised for clarity. Why don't you revise Outraged, Daily Wire? I love you. Alright. Headed by best-selling popular author podcast host Ben Shapiro. The guy's quality. So, where are we at? I'm looking at Candace again. Jesus fucking Christ. What kind of nonsense. It's unbelievable. Just the amount of just like surge, just force, the waves, the deluge, all the stuff that's pushing against all of fucking reality, all of fucking reasonable humanity, the things that just a few years ago would have been a given, now just being crushed left and right. Holy fucking shit. It's an election year. The craziest election year in fucking history. Let's look up some pictures of Candace Owens. I'm sorry. No, just no disrespect. No disrespect. No disrespect. Okay? This is a respectful male gaze. Respectful. Oh, it's that one. No, that's the other one. Oh, is that Tommy Lauren? I thought that was the other one. I thought Tommy Lauren was a little thinner than the one that I was talking. I don't know what I'm saying. Alright. Reporting from the wasteland, this is Damon West. See you, motherfuckers.
Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, to assure the survival and the success of liberty.